What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Terrible Shooter. In my previous video, I introduced to you guys the Ruger Mini 14. This was a newly acquired firearm that I got a while ago, and I'm excited to take it to the range and shoot it. But before I do that, I must disassemble this firearm, and I must inspect it, and I must clean it, make sure it's lubricated. You want to do that with any firearm that you get, especially if it's off secondhand. You don't want to shoot a firearm that is dry. You can really mess up the mechanisms within the firearm. You want to make sure it's lubricated. You don't want to go in there dry. So what I'm going to be doing is disassembling the Mini 14. And if you're a new gun owner, you want to get in the habit of getting comfortable and familiar with your firearm. So this is going to help me get familiar with the parts and the pieces with the Ruger Mini 14. It's going to allow me to get comfortable with it. It's going to allow me to handle it comfortably, and it's going to allow me to just familiarize myself with this firearm. So without further ado, you always want to make sure that your firearm is empty and it's safe for operating. Now, as you can see, there's no ammunition inside the chamber. We can start working on it freely. I already took liberty of taking out the mag. And also what you want to do is, mine has a sling on here. You want to take the sling off. It'll just make your life a lot easier. This is actually going to be a two-part series. I'm just going to disassemble it. And the second part, I'm actually going to clean it. So be on the lookout for that. I have some other videos on the channel you guys can check out of me disassembling the SIG P320 and also the Glock 48. So if you want to see me disassemble and reassemble some handguns, you can check out my previous videos, and you can also check out me cleaning those firearms as well. So now that we got the sling out of the way, let's invert the rifle. We're going to take out the trigger assembly here. There's there you can see it. That was a bit rolling off the table. Let's see. All right, so here we're going to take out the trigger assembly. Simply just get something. I'm using a little ratchet with the bit here. Just going to insert this. Knock the camera. And lift up. Simple, just like that. All right. Now that we got the trigger assembly lifted, now you just pull up and it comes out just like that. And this is what it looks like. Easy. From the looks of it, it doesn't look too dry in there, but I'm gonna clean it anyway. You see my fingers are already getting a little dirty. I'm gonna put that off to the side. From there, we're going to lift the chamber and the receiver. Just wanna grab the back here, lift up, and pull the stock back. Now we can move the stock out of the way, and I'll clean the inside of here too. I think I'm going to look for some type of cleaning solution for the finish here, because it was a little dusty. So let's put the stock to the side. I'll rest that up there. Let's see. I'm gonna take a look inside here. Now you can see all that carbon buildup. I'm gonna clean all this up. It's gonna look completely different in the second video. So be on the lookout for that. All right, so next what we want to do is we're going to pull back the action slowly. You don't want to make it fly forward. And then we're going to take out the the rod and the spring here. All right, guys, so once you release your rod and the spring, you can put this to the side. Now, I think the previous owner had a little modification because this was sitting in here like so, and you get the idea. So I think they did a little modification. And mine's also, I noticed that I don't have the bushing either. So that's pretty interesting. I don't have a bushing. So whatever modification that they did, there's actually some lettering on here. It says buffer tech. So I'm not sure what that does, if that enhances anything or if it makes anything better. But you guys be sure to let me know in the comments below if you're familiar with this device. So I put these to the side, and as you can see, this rifle definitely needs some cleaning. There's a lot of carbon buildup in there. There's some grit in there, some dust. We're gonna get this baby cleaned up very nicely in the next video. So now that we got our rod and our spring out, I'm gonna pull back the action and see if I can flip the camera. Actually, let me take off the heat guard first. All you do is just push down. The barrel sits down in here in these little notches. All you gotta do is just push down and it comes right up. And as you can see, all that carbon build up here, you can see it's a little bit, you can see a little bit color here, and it gets darker there. So that's the carbon. Can't wait to clean this rifle, give it a nice good cleaning. It deserves it. All right, then let's see. Now from here, take this piece out. Okay. And now we take out the bolt. So you want to just grab it here, grab this notch here, pull forward. It's a lot easier when you see other people doing it. But the idea is to pull forward. Almost had it. There you go. You'll lift up at a 45-degree angle. And look at that. That's our bolt. And this is the firing pin right here. Oh, sorry. That's the firing pin right there. Looks pretty good, but it definitely needs some cleaning. I'm gonna put that off to the side. Now we're gonna take this off. Hopefully I can just do it with my thumb. Nah, I'm not gonna be able to do it that way, so let's see some. All right, that'll work. And you have a spring also. That's the bolt stop that I just took off. You have your spring right here. Gonna put that off to the side. And this is the whole mechanism here. And that's the bolt stop door that guards it, protects it. Gonna put that off to the side as well. All right, so now that we've fully disassembled this firearm, the only thing left to do is to clean it. So let me just try my best to give a quick recap of what we've done. Mind you, this is my first time disassembling this firearm. Luckily for me, this was very simple and easy and exciting at the same time because this is my first rifle. Like I mentioned in the previous video when I introduced the Ruger Mini 14 to you guys. This is my first rifle and this is my first time breaking down a rifle. Now, I do understand that this is different from the AR platform. I know the AR assembly is completely different from the Ruger Mini 14. However, considering that this is my first rifle and the first time that I'm breaking down a rifle, it's really building a lot more confidence in, you know, me being a gun owner. And that's the thing that I do want to introduce and stress to you new gun owners out there. If you do own firearms, whether it's a shotgun, a rifle, handgun, what have you, you do want to get familiar and comfortable with operating on your firearm. You do want to disassemble your firearm and be able to put it back together. You want to know the bits and the pieces. So, you know, you can just be comfortable and gain some confidence, and you can also be experienced. So now I can say that I'm experienced at disassembling my Ruger Mini 14 rifle. So one thing I want to add that's completely unrelated is that this firearm does shoot .223 and 5.56, and I'm very excited about that. I can shoot 2 different calibers in one firearm. So let's get back to the quick recap. In the beginning, everything was put together. Obviously, we just broke it down. We removed the stock here. We removed the stock. Before we were able to remove the stock, we had to remove the trigger assembly. Now, you don't have to do much with this unless you know exactly what you're doing. You can, you know, take further steps of messing with the trigger assembly, which I am not going to do. This is good enough. I see what areas need to be cleaned. I'm also going to make sure that I don't get too much lubricant and oil in the trigger assembly. I'm just going to do a nice little quick wipe down on that. Let's see, after that, what did we do? We removed the guide rod and the spring. We're going to lubricate this and clean this up. Now, this rifle had a modification on it. I haven't seen any other owners with this modification on the rifle. It says buffer tech on here. This easily came off. It was sitting in the rifle just like so, and the spring was obviously going towards the bowl. So, and then we took off the action here. I took off the gas guard, hand guard. And I also removed, there's 3 pieces to this. This is the bolt stop. Okay, we took that off. Sometimes you can just use your finger to pry down on this lever here that sticks out. But I just used the tool to push down on it. It came out easy. Came out without a problem. All right, I'm gonna put those to the side. And this probably was the trickiest part when it came to removing the bolt here, because you have to pull it forward and lift up at a 45-degree angle. Okay, and now we're just left. I don't think I left anything out. You can let me know in the comments below. But only thing we're left with is sorry, the camera cut off. So the only thing that we're left with is just the chamber and the receiver, and that's it. So in the next video, we're going to clean this. I got some hops number 9. You guys know that I use that to clean my SIG P320 and the Glock 48. Works phenomenal. Great stuff. And then I'll do a detailed clean. You guys can be on the lookout for that. So thanks for tuning in. This was just a video of me disassembling the Ruger Mini 14, and I'm looking forward to taking this to the range. But before I do that, I gotta make sure that it's lubricated, it's oiled down, and we can have some fun and see what it do. So you guys, if you like this video, please do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, and catch you next time. Terrible Shooter signing out. Peace.